Ladders, 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 ladders. Dave and I are in the car today. He's doing the stamping. Oh, yeah. I'm going to take a nap now. I find the letters boring. Good night. Oh, oh. Hi, everybody. It's Dave here. I'm in the car today. Yeah, I got to put, I got a bunch of letters here. My Patreons, I'm sending everybody postcards and letters, and I got to put some stamps on them, so I'm just going to sit here for 3 hours, and you can join me, and I'll just chat with you, okay? Kidding. I'm kidding. Would I subject my kind viewers to that? No! Anyway, let's jump into the mailbag, okay? Hillbilly Jeeper WV writes, maybe Nomadic Fanatic should get a barge to put his RV on, and then he could get the full Mississippi River experience. Yeah, now that's interesting. Actually go down the river. Get on a barge. Yeah, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? We're talking about a lot of different YouTubers and nomads who that had recent doggy deaths. Their dogs have passed away. Chunky Pumpkin and Little Lloyd up there in Canada. We lost our dogs on our RV ventures, Teddy and Tucker. They were our boys. We will never get over them. I find myself sometimes looking for them to call their names. We had them for 20 years. I feel for Carolyn's RV life, losing Capone. Huge hugs to her. Oh yeah. And oh yeah, Dave, they're calling me Chunky? What? Hugs to her. Oh yeah, to you too, Chunky Dave. What are you talking about? Rainey's Adventures. Dave, you've hit it big when there are wardrobe changes. Yeah, it's like, what am I wearing today? What am I doing for this segment, huh? Which t-shirt should I wear, huh? Diane Harris, hey Dave, those pink camo leggings under your regular camos will really help keep you warm during the cold winter, LOL. You should get a pair and enjoy. Okay, so who was going to send me? Someone was going to send me a pair of those pink camo leggings, so go ahead and send them. I'll keep me warm. I'll wear them at night. It's a very touching thought here from Smooth Operator. It's true that you never get over the loss of a loved one. My last ex-husband died in my eyes. And so I dealt with the loss. But I didn't get over it. Yeah, you don't get over the loss of something or someone you love. If it's a dog, a cat, a human being, your parents, your whatever. You never get over that. It's part of you, and you go on with life, and you use the positive things you've learned from that person, and shared with that person. That part of that person is gone because part of it, you can think of it in two ways, okay? Part of the person that's in you still lives. As long as you remember them, as long as you have the love from that person, they're still in you, they still live, okay? And that is a special thing, and that keeps you going, right? Yeah, it's tough. Anyway, Smooth Operator continues, Will Smith, please don't slum it at the RTR. And, of course, Pippi is classy, yes. Yeah, Will Smith there with his $2 million, yeah, I can just see him pulling in there. That would be the center of the universe at RTR 20, I always get the year wrong, 2019. Yeah, and Bob could stay there with him. Bob could be right there with him. Sir Wallace, I'm going to start a hotel house here in Golden, Colorado for all those RV people. Park outside, shower inside, and piss off my neighbors. All right, let's take him up on a... Can I give him your address, Sir Wallace? Or maybe I should contact Blue for that, huh? The geezer says, I'm going to start charging people for using my name every time they say service geezer. For their... I think that term geezer's been around a lot longer than you have, Mr. Geezer, and you're not even that old. You're not really maybe you're a geezer at heart, but you're still way too young to be an official geezer, damn it.
Teresa has some advice for living free Mikey. Find yourself a job. I started working when I was 16 years old, and I have worked my whole life. Never asked anybody for anything. I'm retired now. I still don't ask for help. If I want something but don't have the funds for it, I don't get it. Simple as that. Get a job. And you see this, I realize, these YouTubers, nomads, they build a bond with their viewers and stuff, but, it's most people, if the transmission in your vehicle goes out, you got to pay for it, right? You're stuck with it. At least these nomads, hey, my PayPal, my Patreon, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, you are providing these folks with content that they can watch on a weekly or daily basis, and I guess they feel, and maybe there's some sort of shared experience there, and they feel okay about chipping in and helping you out financially. If that's all right, then that's all right. Creativity RV. Hey, Dave. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, thank you. Michael Nippert, my cat died a year ago, and when he was just 1 month away from being 19, and I'll miss him every day. I never get over it. I understand. Yeah, you don't. And I had a German short-haired pointer who lived to be 14 and passed away, ripe old age, lived a good long life. But it's like every time I see a German short-haired pointer today, Rooney, I miss my Rooney. It all comes right back. Even though Rooney passed away way back in the 90s, it's still right there. Larry at 5280. Will Smith's RV must have a really nice 5-gallon bucket. None of those Home Depot buckets for him, I'll bet. Jason Austin. Service Camo Geezer. Yeah, that's who I am. My new channel. I'm the Service Camo Geezer at your service. Rod Sturgis writes, does Carolyn's RV life have anything else to do but talk about herself? Why doesn't she just get an apartment or a house if all she does is talk and look into a camera? The one thing, too, I guess that's a good piece of life lesson you learn is get out of yourself. The more you focus on yourself, the more unhappy you're probably going to be. And I realize that's hard when you're living on your own and you're driving around and you're living a solo life most of the time. But when you're focusing too much on yourself, what my advice to Carolyn's RV life, get another dog. Go down to the pound and get a rescue dog. There's a dog there that would probably really love living with you. It's like what Carolyn did with Parker. There's a poor little mutt there that's abandoned, and you can use that loss in your life and fill it with helping another dog out. There's a dog at the pound that would probably love to be with you. So, that's a nice positive way to transform that grief. I don't know. It's not a replacement for Capone. You can never replace Capone, but all of a sudden now you're taking that energy and putting it into another dog and making that dog as happy as Capone was, right? Dave Brown says Parker, that's Caravan Carolyn's little rescue dog, would be better off with the other Carolyn. Well, maybe they could have a handoff, I don't know. Maybe Parker would be better with, the other Carolyn. That's an interesting thought there. And finally, this one from Philip James. I am a retired veteran and DOD contractor making plenty of money. I live in my van by choice and beg for no money or handouts. I will have a channel. You trolls have no life or are envious because some folks can break free of the chains of an establishment blueprint of society and dare to be different. Dave, you have... oh God, here comes that truck. This guy parks his truck like 2 inches away from my vehicle. Anyway, let's see if he does it today. Dave, before you post any more anti-van vids, groom yourself. I live in a van and do have a better job. Those nose hairs, bro, are military-grade repelling lines. Oh gosh, okay, anyway, here he comes. Let's see how close he parks.